Economy slowing down? Bitcoin might be the hedge. Economist Alex Kruger just dropped the market warning. The US economy is hitting the brakes, and fast. He says we're in the early stages of a serious slowdown that could lead to a recession. Expect things to get real in the data around July. To stay ahead, Kruger is playing it safe and cutting risk in his portfolio. But here's the twist. He still sees Bitcoin as his top bet. Why? Because he says BTC acts like a mix of gold and risk asset. In other words, heads you win, tails, you still win. At least, that's the hope. He's not calling for a crash, but says the second half of the year could go either way, bull run or full-on 2008 meltdown. A lot depends on Trump's next moves, like tax cuts or other big policies. And one more tip, don't chase altcoins right now. There's going to be plenty of chances to buy the dip, again and again. What should we take from this? If Kruger's right, the smart move is to buckle up and stay cautious. Bitcoin could shine in this chaos. But don't expect altcoins to save the day. The storm's not here yet, but the clouds are forming. Ethereum's big test, bounce or break. A crypto analyst known as Sherpa just sounded the alarm on Ethereum. He says ETH is in a do-or-die zone against Bitcoin, and if it drops below a key level, things could get ugly. We're talking a possible 58% drop, sending ETH back to 2017 territory. Yeah, that far back. Right now, ETH is trading close to that danger line, just above 0.018 BTC. If it cracks, it's like falling through a trapdoor. As for Bitcoin, Sherpa says we could see a short-term rally pushing toward $100,000. But don't get too comfy. He warns of a pullback to around $80,000 before the next leg up. Altcoins are expected to follow the same roller coaster. What should we take from this? Ethereum's walking a tightrope. If it holds, we bounce. If not, history might repeat itself, and not in a good way. Bitcoin might fly high soon, but don't be surprised if turbulence hits before landing. $180,000 Bitcoin? One investor thinks it's coming fast. Investor Dan Tapiero says Bitcoin could hit $180,000, and not in some far-off future. He's looking at collapsing economic data, like a Fed jobs index dropping to 2008 levels, and says it screams slowdown. His take? The Fed will be forced to cut rates and pump liquidity to save the economy. And all that fresh money? It's rocket fuel for Bitcoin. Tapiero thinks the dollar will keep losing value, and when that happens, investors will rush to Bitcoin as a safe haven. He's betting big, a 90% plus jump in BTC before summer 2026. What should we take from this? If the economy keeps sliding, Bitcoin could benefit big time. More printing, weaker dollar, stronger BTC is not guaranteed. But if Tapiero's right, Bitcoin might not stay under $100,000 for long. XRP breaks out. Meme coins prepare to move. Crypto analyst Ali Martinez says XRP is waking up. The coin just broke out of a classic inverse head and shoulders pattern, which usually means get ready for a run. He thinks XRP could jump up to 30%, possibly hitting $2.90. As for Dogecoin, it needs to close above 20 cents this month. If it does, Martinez sees a path back to its all-time high of 74 cents. Time to dust off the memes. Solana's looking even bolder. Martinez says it's forming a cup and handle pattern that could send it soaring past $3,500. Yes, you heard that right. Cardano also has a shot. If it breaks through 74 cents, a rally to 88 cents might follow, but it needs to get out of its downward slump first. What should we take from this? Altcoins are setting up some big moves, but nothing's guaranteed. XRP looks strongest right now, while Doge, Solana, and Cardano still have key resistance to fight through. Eyes on the charts.